Like you were a lot brisker when you were 54.
What, like yesterday?
Well, yeah.
Like a
hello.
gazelle.
Catch those.
Like a gazelle.
Like a gazelle or a canoe. Here we go. The River Severn, the mighty River Severn. Look at that.
A little bit scary.
A little bit scary. Nice though.
Oh, it's lovely.
You do get bored on the River Severn actually eventually. In fact, you remember when we came up from Tewkesbury, the first half of the trip to Worcester was a bit bland, wasn't it? It was a bit samey because we'd come off the Avon. The Avon was beautiful, twisty, and whereas the Severn became a bit like a big wide motorway, and it was just steep banks, so they just all looked the same. But then when we got to Worcester, it got a bit better. Are you trying to talk?
I'm just bored.
We
had this conversation before. The Angel, that looked a nice pub.
There's lots of us. Let's make sure we get your beautiful face in the shot. There it is. It's going to say all the right things.
You're sorry.
Nothing. Said nothing. Bye, Stourport.
There's somebody waving back at me.
Hello. How you doing?
Good, you okay?
Yes, thank you.
Good.
Hello, Mrs. Lumsden. You right?
Yes, thank you.
You having a lovely day?
Yes.
God, I've no idea if your microphone's working, but it might be. At least you've got it on. That's a start.
It's still there.
So here we are in Lincoln Lock. Lincoln Lock, this is.
We're going down.
We are. It's really easy to underestimate the flow of the river. It's coming in from a weir just off screen to the right there. Notice that other boat was struggling to stay away from the bank, so I turned into the flow as well, but it soon pushed me across. You need to be careful out there, guys. So this is kind of perfection for me. sat here at the bow on a river. Birds are singing. It's just glorious. We spoke about it before, about mindfulness and well-being and all that. And I think if that's something that you're cursed with, that you struggle with, then you can't beat this. You can't beat this. I think Charlotte and Pat, who were on the boat a couple of days ago, they were stressed by it. They were stressed at the thought of doing it. Other things going in their life, being stressed about. And they said that within half an hour of being on the boat, it radically changed their thought patterns and you suddenly start to appreciate, the beauty of the surroundings, the sound of the birds, the colours, just everything about it. And that's what mindfulness is, having that ability to let go of the things that are occupying your mind and opening up to the natural world, the stuff that is there. It's being in the now, it's living in the now. It's not dwelling on the problems in the past. It's not fearing what's ahead in the future. You're not stressed about that. You're appreciating everything that's happening in the now, and that is mindfulness. And that's what you have to find. You have to find something that brings you that gives you that opportunity for your mind to do a bit of a dump, a bit of a turn the computer off and turn it back on again. That's what this does. It's fantastic. So that's a rare, serious chat from the mouth of an idiot. Let's get the old drone up. There. Now you should be able to see Mrs. Lumsden at the tiller. Oh, there she's waving. She's waving. See how high we can get with this drone. Can't see over the trees, doubt it. I'm starting to lose my balance. Right, just look at that over there. Look at that. The time is right, your perfume fills my head, the stars get red and all the nights are blue. Then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. There you go. Did you sing with me?
I was. Were ya?
There's the weir. That's Holt Fleet. It's the Holt block. So I think we're doing about 10 miles an hour, because we're properly gliding along here. You'd have to have a fair old jog on if you were keeping up with us.
That'd be a sprint for me.
It would. We're really flying down here, and the engine is doesn't seem to be under any strain at all, does it?
Right, let's have a look.
Because you've got the depth of water. So when you've got the depth of water below you, the boat goes better, because the propeller is pulling water through. It's not pushing you, it's pulling water through it. So when you've got a shallow canal, if you think about it, if you pull that water from beneath the boat, that's actually sucking the boat closer to the bottom.
Is it sucking the life out of the boat?
It's sucking the life out of you when I try to tell you little stories like this.
Exactly.
But do you know what I mean, though?
But you've told these stories over and over again.
I just need you to understand it. So when you're in shallow water and people are struggling, they try to accelerate faster. Actually, what that does, it sucks you to the bottom quicker. So the best thing to do is to come off and just drift across shallow stuff. Don't pull the water from beneath yourself.
You missed off. Do you know what I mean? Because that's normally how you end your sentence.
Well, obviously, I don't normally end my sentence like that because I didn't say it, did I? And I took away your fire.
Crack on. Do you want to take over and I'll go to the front?
If you want, darling, yes. I think yes, because you just grab the bow line when you get there, and then because we'll have to moor first.
Okay.
We've got to wait, haven't we?
Cool.
Locks. So we've got to Holt Fleet lock here. This doesn't open till 12:30, so it's about 11:45 at the moment. So it gives us a chance to have a cup of tea, a bit of a look around, and then we get to Bevere Lock is the next one down. That doesn't open till 2, so we'll literally be at Bevere Lock from here within about 20 minutes. So we'll have another short delay there as well. But it's nice. I think sometimes we need a reason to slow us down because we're not always great at that. We plough on to our destination. But let's have a little look around here. So for those of you that don't go boating, don't come onto rivers, this is the sort of information you get at the locks. It's telling you the levels, water levels, whether it's dangerous, that sort of thing. Okay. There's your operating times. I can't obviously go into the locking area, but lots of information around here. There she is down there, Mrs. L, getting me a cup of tea ready, I think. Yeah, not nice. So that down there, it's Thomas Telford's bridge at Holt Fleet. That's very similar to other Telford bridges that you come across. Got the crisscrossing sort of style going underneath there. We'll be travelling under it later, so I'll get a better shot then. There we are, Telford's Bridge at Holt Fleet, a thing of beauty. It's opened up a bit down here, hasn't it, Mrs. Lumsden?
It has.
The cormorant up there, look.
Looks like it's choking on something.
Probably is people's fish that they want to catch. They're hated. Anglers hate cormorants
Why?
because they are absolute predators of fish stocks. So you can see the extra flow on the water today. Every time you see a branch going into the water, you can see the way the water's rushing past it. So you wouldn't kind of know it in midstream, but it certainly has got a bit more water on it. So we decided, because we're ahead of the game, we can't get into Bevere Lock until 2 o'clock, and I think it's not even 1. And this bit of the river was just so sedate, so serene. There's hardly any wind, so the water's like glass. So yeah, we just thought, let's just drop the throttle off and have a little, let's go down with the flow. There's a bit of breeze. Every now and again it just catches us, doesn't it? And it is really beautiful. Just look behind us, where we've been, where we're coming from. There is another boat with us, he's probably half a mile back, so he'll be waiting with us at Bevere. He caught us up at Holt Lock. He's there. Oh yeah, they're pretty, aren't they? But I guess if I put my drone up, you know, my drone, that'll see them. Let's do it. Beautiful. Now look, now you can see there how much more water's coming down. Can you see? Because you're heading towards it. But you see how much more water is coming down the river each time. It's a lot brisker. A little bit like you. Like you were a lot brisker when you were 54.
What, like yesterday?
Well, yeah.
Like a
hello.
gazelle.
Catch those.
Like a gazelle.
Like a gazelle. Or a gnu.
A canoe.
Like a gnu. Yeah. Gazelles are all petite and pretty and fleet of foot.
Oh, I can't do that again. I'm doing myself.
It's all wet down there.
Not wet.
You're gonna blame my
Boat!
what have you been excited about, Mrs.?
Because there's a boat down there.
Oh God, Dad, don't hit it. Give it plenty of space, okay?
Do you want to take over?
Okay then.
I remember those on the way up here. How pretty they were. I love that French green colour.
Nice. Yeah, they're beautiful houses, aren't they? I like that grey one, that's quite nice there. It's got a nice sort of...
Not sure about the conservatory. That's what you should do, you and I.
What?
Horse riding.
Have you ever eaten horse?
I'd like to say I haven't, but I'm pretty sure when I was on a school trip to France that we had horse meat instead of beef. But I've never knowingly eaten horse.
I had it in Italy. That's a nice open section there, isn't it? I'm surprised there's no horses in that field.
You know what we should do? We should go riding.
I don't like riding.
Why?
Well, I don't think I would. I don't like the feeling of lack of balance.
Do you remember when you were on that elephant?
No, I like it.
But any case, it's
They're big horses, you know, for big boys.
16 stone is the limit for horse riding.
You don't even know that. I am on a bit of a health drive. Mrs. L has got me into an app called Lifesum.
And when I say it got you into it,
Here we go. So I can't win. I start talking about something that she's done
no,
positive,
I'm very
and now she's having a
proud
go at me.
that you finally downloaded an app because you said, do you know what I'm going to do, Pooh? I'm going to do some calorie counting. And I said, well, you need the app. Oh, I don't want to use an app. Well, how are you going to count calories if you're not using an app to actually log what you eat? So you've now downloaded Lifesum. There are
See what
apps
happens when I put a
available.
microphone on it? You'll all be saying that. Take that bloody microphone off Mrs. L. To see what I have to go through now. Eh? Everybody thinks I give Mrs. L a hard time, and they'll say, "How do you live with him?" Blah blah blah.
How
I'm
many
chirpy.
calories are you allowed to have?
I can't remember. 2,000.
It was a little bit less than that.
For this diet?
Yes.
1,800 or
1,800.
something.
And how many calories did you have yesterday?
I was 800 over. Well, so are you. This is more an experiment to find out how much
you've been
we're going
overeating.
over, yeah.
For the past 5 years.
Yes.
And I'm very proud of you.
So that's all beautiful. That is called the Droitwich Barge Canal, going off up there. So when we go in at Diglis, onto I think the Birmingham Worcester Canal, that joins it a little bit further round. Can you hear the birdies?
Why are the birds laughing?
You laugh, and you're a big old bird, aren't you?
Big bird. Almost lost your drone.
Joe, the drone fell over then.
Which way to the...
Can you see the big red thing that's got a big arrow on it? There.
The one that I'm heading towards.
Yeah. Where it says there, keep right. That's where you need to go. See the sign that's beyond that? It says all craft or something.
Your nice little swagger.
Yeah.
£17.5 worth of pure muscle.
So here I am at the bottom side of Bevere Lock. Up there you can see the weir that's coming around it. Yeah, it's been a really lovely cruise that has down the Severn. Really enjoyed that. Oh, it must be the veterans boat. So all the kids so far. Didn't know they did a veterans class.
Would you like to go rowing?
No. So, yes indeed, here we are in Worcester, under this bridge, which I would rather not be under this bridge, to be honest, but because there are very few rings that match this boat, that's why I'm here. So that will do for this one. We will see you next time as we make our exit off the river into Stourport Basin and then up the mighty Tardy Big Flight.